Visitor.
Well, well, well. Just look what the cat dragged in. Pay attention. This village is under military occupation per the quarantine protocol. You're new round here, eh? Which means you're free to enter. Just keep your nose clean, all right? What are you gawping at? Like I said, you're free to enter the village. Move on. Just like that. Captain's orders. He says any stranger might be important. So we just send any like you his way. Unless you're an outlaw, of course. Or worse. I reckon he'd be keen to see you right away. Last I heard, Captain Sims was down by the bandstand. Present yourself to him toot sweet, if you know what's good for you.
Well, should I shoot him, Sarge?
You should not. Do they look like an outlaw to you?
No, Sarge.
There we go then. Outlaws we shoot, strangers we let in. Not Captain's sure I like the look of you. Hands away from it. Not sure I like the look of you.
To think I used to win. Aha! There!
Someone sneaking around playing silly buggers. Hey, keep your eyes peeled now.
Yeah, and don't bother coming back.
Citizens of Wyndham, the army is here to help and protect you. Trust us. And help us to help you. Follow the protocol.
Let's not have any trouble.
It's a wonder we haven't all gone mad living like this.
Hey, I see you. Stay where you are.
Leave tomorrow if we could. Keep your nose clean. One more civvy gives me cheek and I'll top the bastard. Orders be blowed.
Two birds, one bullet. I don't know why the locals act like that. Who the fuck are they? The bloody ungrateful swine.
Nobody wants any trouble. You don't have any eyes. That's all. Because trouble's all we've got.
Wish the CEO would just let me know what I can do. Get the fucking done here.
Leave tomorrow if we could.
I miss seeing John Mills at pictures. He's
Watch your
right.
step.
We started off right by shooting some troublemakers. Shame we can't do that again. There are a few locals left as it is.
Leave tomorrow if you could.
The village.
There you are. Don't be a fool. Stand down. Citizens, it has come to my attention again that despite warnings, certain among you are still pursuing prohibited activities. To wit, certain barbaric pagan practices. Now, in normal times, I'm sure your local folklore and beliefs might all seem very quaint and harmless. But these are not normal times. This area is under martial law, and I will not tolerate your casual heresies. The next person we catch flouting this ban will be lucky if they just end up in internment. I would remind you that the protocol is here for a reason. It is here to be obeyed. Dismissed.
Citizens of Wyndham, remember,
Well,
strangers may
you
be
face.
dangers. If you encounter anyone
the
who is
peace, Jimmy.
unfamiliar to you, report.
Good day. You'll forgive me if I'm less than cordial on first acquaintances, I'm sure. New faces often mean trouble. And yet, they may bring new opportunities, too. Tell me, where have you come from? Really? Well, you're not the first amnesiac I've seen since things went awry. Trauma does strange things to people. In case it wasn't made clear to you on the way in, Wyndham is under the protection of the protocol. You are permitted to move freely through the village. For now, at least. Consider it a gesture of goodwill. I hope it'll be reciprocated. But don't go causing any trouble here. Is that clear? And if trouble finds you, make sure you report it. Post haste. Now, there are certain things I like to discuss with new faces such as you. Perhaps we can continue this little chat in the village hall. Very good. Follow me. You might have caught some of my speech.
Citizens of Wyndham,
I'm afraid the villagers often require our rules to be drummed into them. Most stay in line. Some find themselves inclined towards forbidden pagan practices. The sooner we stamp out such sentiments, the better.
Citizens of Wyndham, you are reminded that any building marked as sterilized is off limits prior to demolition. Trespass is a serious offense.
Maybe Smith is right. Perhaps we should just build a huge still and drink ourselves to death. At least I'd die happy. we'd be able to get along all right left to ourselves, but we're up to our armpits in soldiers and outlaws. This blasted place. Watch yourself, civvy.
You're here. It's time we got down to brass tacks, wouldn't you say? I would hope a stranger like you can provide me with some information. I want to know where you came from. I want to know what you can tell me about the outside. Trust me, you will be much better off aiding protocol than crossing us. Be under no illusions. We must eradicate the corruption that festers here before there is any hope of leaving this blasted place. If we were to work together, you and I, perhaps we might make some progress towards such an outcome. But step out of line, and I will revoke your liberties here just as quickly as they were given. So I ask again, did you come from the outside? What do you know? Well, this is disappointing. I was hoping you'd have something you were willing to share. We imprison strangers at the first whiff of trouble, but you can keep your liberties for now. I trust that will be more conducive to a timely recollection of your origins. In the meantime, be wary of this place. Do not be tempted to engage with any of the pagan sentiments some of the locals may try to foist on you. Such beliefs are dangerous and forbidden. Do I make myself clear? And if you still wish to have protocol's aid, you'll just have to make yourself useful to me in other ways. I'm glad to hear it. The civilians in this village are a shady lot. Resistant to discipline and up to no good. I'm sure of it. We can hardly get the time of day out of them. But you're an outsider. They may not trust you exactly, but nor are they immediately suspicious of you. Sniff around. Keep your ears open. If you find anything I should know, come to me with it. If you want somewhere to start, well, we've had our eyes on Iris, the baker. I could send a patrol in, of course, but a softer approach might prove more efficacious.
That is a very dangerous word to be bandying about. I suggest you forget you've ever heard it. Whatever evil the scientists had hidden in there, it has wrought havoc on this place. So no one goes near the substation, understood? Anyone trespassing there will be shot. The good Dr. Garrow? Not so good in my opinion. That woman is dangerous. Caught her up to her old nonsense again and incarcerated her smartly at our Skevermore camp. The prison is closely guarded, so don't even think about attempting to reach her without... our permission. But that permission may be granted if you prove yourself loyal to us here in the village.
Citizens of Wyndham, the woods are still off limits. If you need at the village hall.
A new customer. How'd you do? Welcome to Wyndham Village. Pardon my curiosity, but how is it the soldiers let you in? Did you bribe them? And if you did, what with? There are saviors and protectors. Well, that's their story, any road. They came in when the government built them walls around the place. Don't think the plan was for them to get trapped in here, same as us, but here they are. Anyway, where are me manners, eh? I'm Morris Wick, owner of this establishment. Take a look at what I have to offer, if you fancy. Listen, a word to the wise, eh? I'm here today not because I've learned to get by with the soldiers, but in spite of them. The village needs to stick together. The protocol is a curse to be born, not somewhat to sympathize with. Big explosion, that's what. I remember it woke the whole village. We were out in the streets, wondering what were what. I mean, with all them atoms and such like they have over there. The soldiers rolled in and told us we were fine, that there weren't no radioactivity to be frit of. But then, in the next breath, they said we couldn't leave. Temporary quarantine protocol, they called it. Temporary, my hat. Look at them walls. Nowt temporary about them, is there? We had no choice but to take it on the chin. So we did. Well, most of us did anyhow. In the months after the disaster, some people started to turn a bit. odd. Nothing bad, just different, you know. Kept going on about the soil calling to them. People you'd known your whole life, proper sober folk, suddenly talking about a new purpose. Then one night, they all upped and marched off into woods. Soldiers have been properly down about any talk, since that might sound a bit, you know, pagan. I shouldn't be talking about it neither.
Just when the music was getting good. And this all happens.
Addressing civilian. Stand back, citizen.
Citizens of Wyndham, remember.
Nobody wants any trouble. Should open their bloody eyes. That's all, because trouble's all we've got.
Origin, request an escort.
done here?
So I said to him,
Keep your nose
where's
clean.
my pal Johnny? What you done with him? That bloody peacock says, oh, Mr. Wilmore is currently
Oh, Mr. Wilmore and that prison of theirs. What for?
Hey, Woody! Hey, all full of martial law, this and special powers stuff.
Bunch of little
I was scared he never came back from France in last one.
Oh, I know.
If he was still here with us, he'd have...
Citizens of VENTUS, there has been an increase in outlaw activity on Atomfall. Avoid Atomfall until the area is once again declared safe.
Forget it.
Why here of all places? If they'd resolved to do something so awful, why in the church?
Some bugger, pardon my French, wanted to make a scene, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry, we're closed today. Please leave.
What do you want? I had naught to do with Maisie's death, I swear, in God's name. And neither did the vicar. He's a good man. If this gets back to the soldiers, they'll cart him and me both off to jail. I don't know who. Not us. She probably got on the wrong side of someone on account of her. But you should leave. This is village business, and none of yours. Like I said, this is none of your business, stranger. If you want to play detective, stick to the crime scene. Leave us bystanders alone.
Please, I beg of you. Just forget you saw anything here and go. Please. So it seems. To visit this sort of thing upon the church is pure wickedness. Please, tell no one. I know how it seems, but I would not ask such a thing if it weren't for the good of the village. It's vital the military don't learn of this. We'll tidy up, but if the captain and his toy soldiers find out, things will become so much worse here. All I can concern myself with right now is keeping this quiet. I must decide what to do about this before any soldier wanders in. I would suggest you let all this lie too. The matter is best left to the village to handle. Because if anyone so much as puts a foot out of line here, that captain claps someone in chains. So if he caught wind of a thing like this, I fear for myself, and from a congregation. Besides, this is a village matter. We shall attend to it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to work out. You'll do the right thing, I'm sure. God go with you. I trust you will do what is right. I trust you will do what is right.
Citizens of Wyndham. Remember, strangers may be dangers. If you encounter anyone who is unfamiliar to you, report their presence as soon as possible to the controlling authority. Your vigilance can save lives.
Teaching a lesson.